This is the relaunch we've been waiting for. Louis Vuitton is going to be redropping a collaboration they have done with Takashi Murakami. Some of its most iconic pieces and designs have come from this collection, and I, for one, am very excited for this relaunch to happen. If you're interested in talking a little bit more on some pieces we would love to see, as well on what may or may not be dropping, then please just keep on watching. Hi guys, my name is Alana and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, we discuss all things fashion, luxury, and handbags. So if those are things that are interesting to you, then I hope you would do me the favor of hitting the subscribe button down below. I truly appreciate all of your support and my subscribers. Now, I am very excited to talk to you guys today about this video, and that is because one of the most popular collections in Louis Vuitton history, that's right, Louis Vuitton history, is set to relaunch at the beginning of 2025. So of course I am talking about the Louis Vuitton and Takashi Murakami collections. Now, this collection is definitely most known for its multicolor canvas, and this came with a beautiful black background or white background. And this is something, though it debuted in 2003, the world has certainly not forgot and had frequently asked for this collection to be re-released. Now, because it was such a popular collection, it was kind of said that Louis Vuitton discontinued these pieces because it was being so highly replicated, which we can completely understand. We see that, especially in today's society, this is becoming more common for popular designs. But nevertheless, I am super excited that Louis Vuitton has decided to bring this collection back. Now, just to talk first about some of the pieces that Takashi Murakami is known for and some of his prints. He's really known for, of course, as I said, the multicolor collection with the LV monograms, and this came with either a white background or a black background. These were canvas pieces. We saw these in some beautiful styles like the Speedies. We saw this in a bigger Speedy as well as some of the mini Speedies. We saw this in things like the mini pochette. We also saw this in some other less commonly seen designs as well. For example, things like the Eliza handbag as well as the Mila pochette. Now, these are things that we don't see in today's day and age. Again, this is a fairly old collection now. However, these were very popular pieces at the time, and in fact, if you look on the pre-loved market, you will see that they are still quite highly sought after, and in fact, a lot of these will come with a pretty high price tag if you did want to buy this pre-love. Some other designs that Murakami is also known for are the beautiful cherry blossoms, and this has come out in a variety of different prints as well. The most commonly seen one was with just the classic monogram canvas in the background. However, there was a couple of different variations and colorways for this as well. Again, these are extremely sought after and going to be quite pricey if you were to look on the pre-loved market. He is also quite known for the cherry designs as well, and for me, this is one of my favorite looks to see on the bigger size Speedies. I just think the cherries are so cute, and I also am a fan of seeing this on the pochette accessoire. And the pochette accessoire, quite frankly, is something that I feel like looks good in pretty much every design. And then lastly, another really popular one too was the really cute pandas, and these pandas were quite colorful. You could also find these on some pochettes, as well as you could see this even on some trunk pieces as well. So looking back at some of these pieces that came out with these beautiful designs, we can see even based on what was selected to have these prints, it definitely was a well-respected collection, and we have seen celebrities wear these handbags from the time it was released. Even today, currently, we still see celebrities rocking these pieces, as well as my fellow handbag collectors. I am sure some of you guys have frequently seen these or potentially even own these pieces yourself. If you were someone who got a piece of this original collection, any of them, whether it be the multicolor to the cherry blossoms, I would love to hear what pieces you have in your collection. Let me know down below. I will say some of the pieces I have been most interested in was the pochette accessoire. And as you can see, I do have one up here. So that style really does appeal to me, but they also have some really popular SLGs as well that definitely I have looked into from time to time also. Now that we have an idea of what some of the older original pieces look like, I'm really excited to talk about some pieces I would personally like to see. And I'm also very interested in hearing what you guys would love to see from this collection. So the Multicolor collection is definitely coming back in a relaunch. However, it is a little bit unclear how many of the other variations and designs Takashi Murakami came out with will still be relaunched as well. So are we going to get all the variations of the cherry blossoms, the cherries even, or the panda? A lot of that is still unclear. However, with differing opinions, if you do look online. However, I would be very excited to receive any of those collections and those designs that he came out with, because quite frankly, I think they are all unique and beautiful in their own way. But for me, it's definitely the Multicolor collection that touches my heart. And the reason being, I have grown up seeing this collection and is one of the first things that I think of when I think of Louis Vuitton. And again, this would definitely be part of the reason because celebrities have had such an influence with these pieces. I've seen this online, on TV, and it is something that really stuck with me, as well as the fact that I am quite into my colored handbags. If you look at my collection, most of them are actually going to be various different colors as opposed to just your classic black and white. Even looking at my By the Pool collection handbag here, as you can see, the monogram is all in different colors. So I really do love the colorful aspect, and I love how it can be matched with so many different outfits. And of course, it is just a pop of fun. And who doesn't want that when you're investing in these pieces? So because I was too young to truly enjoy it when it first came out, I could only admire it from afar. I'm really excited to see some of the pieces they will be coming out with. I would love to see a pochette accessoire come out, or even a mini pochette, because as you can see, I am a fan of those pieces. Although there is talk that we are not going to see the exact variations of what was initially released back in 2003. And this makes perfect sense because people who were collecting these pieces are going to want to have a chance to maybe grab something new, as opposed to just recollecting a newer version of something that they already have. So as much as I would love to see a pochette accessoire, I'm not 100% sure that's something that will be coming out. If you're trying to guess what pieces might be coming out, think of some of the current styles that they're really pushing, and there's a good chance that you might just be seeing that in one of the collections related to this relaunch. Now, another thing that I've been thinking of is what could those pieces be? I have brainstormed that perhaps we might be seeing a Speedy 20. This is a newer size of the Speedy, so they did not have this back in 2003. And it is something that has been released in various different collections that are newer that have been coming out. So I would not be surprised if we got to see a Murakami version in some capacity of a Speedy 20. Also, I think we might just see a Neverfull. Now, that's not what I would typically guess, and this is not the newest handbag that Louis Vuitton has. However, they've really been pushing the Neverfulls lately. They have so many different variations of the Neverfull inside out. So I'm wondering if they would continue to push the Neverfull in some of these special variations by coming out with a Murakami version. Let me know down below if you would be interested in a Murakami collection version of the Neverfull. This is such a loved piece that I could really see this being quite popular. I also think, though there was an Alma back when this was first released, it was in the bigger sizes. The Alma BB is such a popular handbag and a classic for the house that I do wonder whether or not we might see an Alma BB. I would love a cherry Alma BB, or even the Multicolor collection, even with the panda. I think, quite frankly, it's safe to say I would kind of be happy with seeing any of those designs on an Alma BB. It is one that I don't have in my collection, but I have been eyeing, and I think it might just be because I've been waiting for the right version of an Alma to come out, and this one might just be it. So this is something I think we might just end up seeing. I also think that there will be some travel pieces added as well. So maybe there will be a keep ball that we can get, which would absolutely look stunning on any suitcase for traveling, but maybe even something like a Horizon suitcase as well. that would also be an iconic suitcase to have too. So I could see Louis Vuitton doing something like that. And of course, there will be SLGs that come out, but I do wonder how many SLGs that they will be releasing. We are known to see mini pochettes come out in different variations with different new collections that come out, so I think it is possible to see a mini pochette. I also do wonder if they're gonna have a key pouch. That is one of my favorite SLGs, and I would be very happy to add one of those in a Murakami version as well. I do also wonder if we would have some travel accessories, such as the travel pouches, and I think that would be really cute as well, especially if they were varying different colors or designs between the different sizes that they have. And lastly, I think I would even like to see some really cute keychains with this collaboration, just because I feel like that's a cute little way to have a piece of this collection on various different items you might have from the fashion house already, just to add that little bit of touch and flair. I'm not typically someone who goes for keychains or even luggage tags, things like that. However, I do think with this collection, I am quite open to a variety of different pieces, and I would be excited to see some of these things too. Now, I did want to touch on the fact that some of these original pieces can be found on the pre-loved market, and as I have said, they are already at quite a premium, especially if they are still in really good condition. However, Louis Vuitton has not officially announced that this release is happening, meaning they haven't made a public campaign or anything like that yet. And I do think when this happens, we will see the price of these original pieces skyrocket even more. This is typically what happens when a relaunch comes out. It'll definitely make the other initial original pieces seem even more valuable, and I could definitely see why. It's cool to have a piece of the past as well as the present too. So if you're interested in looking into some of this collection and you want to get a piece pre-loved, I would recommend looking on the pre-loved market now, because I have seen that prices, again, can be quite high, and if you want to have a piece of the original, now would be a really good time to grab it before we see the prices go up even more. But I also wanted to say too, until Louis Vuitton makes its announcement, shows its campaign, talks about what pieces can be purchased, so many things can change. There has been so much talk about different designs from this collection coming out, but really and truly, we have seen Louis Vuitton definitely can make some last minute changes, and we'll have to see what actually gets pushed through production. I'm hoping there's quite an abundance of pieces for this collection, starting off Louis Vuitton's year strong, and quite frankly, if I can snag some of the pieces, also starting my year off pretty strong too. So I am really excited to see those official pictures once they do get released, but I would really love to know what you guys think is going to come out, or perhaps you have even heard things from your sales associates or from other resources as well that have told you which pieces will be coming out or given you specific indications of the pieces. Again, there has been a lot of talk, so there definitely is a lot of excitement around this relaunch and collaboration again. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below if you have not already. And if you are just as excited for this collaboration as I am, of course, when the official pictures are released, I am gonna also be talking about the pieces that are coming out. There is already a lot of excitement around this relaunch, so I would love to hear how you guys are feeling. Are you saving up your money now to make sure you can get a piece of this collection? Or are you someone who would prefer the original version that came out a couple decades ago, and that is what you would prefer to collect? I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this, and if everyone else is as excited as me. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.